Today, we're diving into the age-old debate. Can fillies really hold their own against the boys on the biggest stages? This week has given us some electrifying answers, with Thorpedo Anna stealing the spotlight in the G1 DraftKings Travers Stakes. She didn't just compete, she nearly took it all. Let's break down the action and see what it means for the future of racing. At number 1, Thorpedo Anna's gutsy performance. Thorpedo Anna delivered a performance for the ages in the G1 DraftKings Travers Stakes, taking on one of the toughest fields in recent memory. She narrowly lost to the Eclipse Award winner Fierceness, finishing a close second by just a head. But make no mistake, this was a victory in its own right. Anna outperformed top-tier colts like Sierra Leone, the G1 Toyota Bluegrass winner and G1 Kentucky Derby runner-up, and Dornoch, the G1 Belmont Stakes and Haskell Stakes champion. This was no small feat and solidified her as a special filly in an elite class. It's worth noting that no filly has won the Travers since 1915, a 109-year drought that Thorpedo Anna almost broke. This isn't a matter of fillies being inferior. It's more about how few have attempted this challenge in recent years. Only 4 fillies, Hall of Famer Cicada, Chris Evert, Davona Dale, and Wonder Gadot, have run in the Travers since 1960. Thorpedo Anna's performance could change that narrative for good. Number 2, the road less traveled. McPeak could have taken the safer route, entering Thorpedo Anna in the G1 Alabama Stakes, where she likely would have dominated and pocketed $330,000. Instead, he took a gamble on the Travers, and while the runner-up finish earned her $250,000, the real prize was the boost of her reputation. This bold move could very well pave the way for her future Hall of Fame induction, proving that sometimes the biggest wins come from taking risks. McPeak has a history of daring choices, having won the 2020 G1 Preakness Stakes with filly Swiss Skydiver. It's clear that he's one of the few trainers in the sport willing to think outside the box, and it's paying off in spades. At number 3, King's Plate. While Thorpedo Anna's near miss in the Travers made headlines, Friday's King's Plate at Woodbine showcased yet another filly triumph. Caitlin Hergertness became the 39th filly to win the race, marking the 4th filly victory since 2017. Canadian trainers seem to have cracked the code, understanding that a truly exceptional filly can compete with the best of the boys. This is something American trainers might want to take note of. Number 4, global perspective on fillies versus colts. The success of fillies isn't just a North American phenomenon. European trainers are more willing to pit their fillies against males, with females dominating the G1 Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe for 5 straight years from 1979 to 1983. The Breeders' Cup has also seen French-based fillies like Miesque win back-to-back G1 Breeders' Cup mile titles in 1987 and 1988. In Australia, fillies regularly take on and defeat males in the country's biggest races. The G1 Melbourne Cup has been won 14 times by fillies, with Very Elegant claiming victory as recently as 2021. Then there's the legendary Mackay beat Diva, who won the race 3 times in a row from 2003 to 2005. These examples show that fillies can indeed compete and win at the highest levels worldwide. Number 5, why American fillies face an uphill battle. Part of the reason is financial. The purses for filly exclusive races are often substantial, and trainers may prefer the safer route. But there's also a mindset issue. Many trainers underestimate just how good their star fillies can be. Even McPeak, after Thorpedo Anna's stellar performance, mentioned she wouldn't face males again this year. This cautious approach might be holding back potential stars from truly shining on the biggest stages. At number 6, the Kentucky Downs effect. Kentucky Downs is shaking up the racing world with its massive purses, and the ripple effects are being felt across the country. The G1 Sword Dancer, with its $750,000 purse, attracted only 5 horses. Why? Because the G2 Kentucky Downs Turf Cup, run at the same distance, offers a staggering $2 million purse. It's not hard to see why horses are skipping traditional high-stakes races for a shot at the bigger payday in Kentucky. Even the G1 Arlington Million Card at Colonial Downs suffered from the Kentucky Downs effect. Only 6 horses ran in the Million, 5 in the G2 Secretariat Stakes, and 5 in the G2 Beverly Downs. Meanwhile, Next Saturday's card at Kentucky Downs drew 44 horses for its 3 graded stakes races. It's clear that Kentucky Downs is redefining where the top horses choose to compete. From Thorpedo Anna's courageous run in the Travers to the impact of Kentucky Downs' lucrative purses, this week has shown us that the landscape of horse racing is constantly evolving. Fillies are proving their mettle against Colts, and big money races are shifting the balance of power across the country. As we move forward, it'll be fascinating to see how these trends continue to shape the sport we love. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your thoughts on this week's races. Until next time, keep your eyes on the track and your mind in the game.